have this Windsor design Machinist tool chest. It's very reminiscent of a model made by Gerstner in Dayton, Ohio, just a few miles down the road. But Gerstner's not in my budget, and Windsor design is definitely in my budget. So away we go. I've got this scrap piece of plywood. It's a little over 21 inches by about 4 feet long. And so I'm laying out 4 panels, be the top, bottom, and 2 sides of the carcass for the rolling cabinet for my machinist chest. It's going to be very small. This is the first time I built something like this, and I just need something to handle my bits and things and the little accessories and such for both CNCs and the laser. Eventually, I hope to get the long mill put together, which is reason why we're doing this project, because I have lots of little bits and bobs for the CNCs and the laser that I need a good place to put that are close by. The goal being tool-specific storage, either at the tool or within arm's reach. And so we're over to the table saw, and I'm cutting 2 panels that are 12 by 21. That will be the top and bottom. And then I split the remaining piece down the middle, just over 11 inches wide for 2 panels, about 2 feet long. Alright, back over to the outfeed wing of the miter station, laying things out, taking a look, adjusting this so you can see what I'm doing. Grab a couple clamps that will ultimately not be long enough. I was thinking they were 30 inches. They are not. They are 24 inches. So that made them just about 2 inches shy. Alright, Type on 3 to the rescue. Moving things, putting down a little parchment paper, cause glue doesn't stick to the slick side of the parchment paper. My 60-inch 2-man saw is going to be in the way here in a minute. It would have been very convenient to be able to clamp this and then screw it together, but that's not what happened. My Three Stooges moment, where every time I stood up that panel, it wanted to fall over. And we'll teach you. Ta-da! Was lucky in that the melamine that I put on my tabletops is, relatively plain surface. So my cabinet did glue up pretty well, did go together pretty well. What you don't really see is that plywood was slightly bowed, and so there's just a very slight rock that I'm probably adjust out of it, but if it's not a problem when I put the casters on it, I'm not even going to worry about it. So there's the carcass, and I'm going to cut pegboard here in a moment to, I'm going to measure it, move that saw. And what all the fiddling is about is trying to line up the holes in such a way that I can just shoot screws through and not have to do any extra drilling. So we measured, we marked, we put the mask on because this dust, all of this pegboard is about 70 years old. I would imagine it's the same age as the house because there was a piece of sheetrock in here that had a date on it that said 1955. So I would imagine this is pegboard is of the same vintage. I used out some spray paint to spray paint sections white so my tools would show up better against it. At the time I didn't have good lighting in here. There was one bulb and there was a fluorescent shop light that was constantly on the fritz despite having new bulbs and new ballast. So we're screwing this in place with, moderate amount of success. Not perfect. I left a little lip there so that when I push the chest all the way to the back, then it would come into contact with that. And good reason for that. Thank you for watching part 1 of our base box series. I will be back with part 2. I'll be building the frame for the drawer support. Please tune in. Good day.